Welcome. A lot of very cool movies have been made about prison breaks. And it turned out to be very easy. But in fact it is much more difficult than expected, as the process of escaping from these prisons requires a special kind of hardship. We are here today, in this video, to show you some of the prison breaks. You will never see anything like it before. But first, support us with admiration for the video and subscribe to the channel so that all new arrives from us. First of all, there is no prison with a very high profile being guarded like Alcatraz. Indeed, there were many attempts to escape from this prison. And none of them became as famous as they did in June. From the year 1969. It is said that this is a prison that was opened between the years 1934 until the year 1963. It was built on an island in the middle of the waters further away. A mile and a half off the coast of San Francisco. Even if you manage to escape from high fences, you will face another very difficult problem. It is how you can escape from these waters that surround you from all sides and run away to land. That is why it was said about this prison that it is one of the prisons from which it is impossible to escape. Until Frank Morris, who was of incomparable intelligence, was imprisoned. Indeed, using his supernatural intelligence, he managed to escape from this prison, where he cooperated with two brothers to help him escape from this prison. He was aware that behind every cell there was a passage that was not guarded. He managed to create a tool for his digging, even in a simple way. With the help of these sharp tools, they were able to drill into the walls and using spatulas were able to surface this hole. The difficult problem for him in this task was how to hide the sound of the instrument used for drilling. Get it done on time, in which the musical instrument was played, so they cannot show the sound of the dredger machine. He also used a fake wall so that the guards made the illusion that he was not planning to escape. They were also able to make fake masks with wigs. Even the guards assumed that they were still in the cell. Then they were able to use primitive boats. They stole it until it exceeds the water and reaches the mainland. They were accompanied by a fourth person, but he was unable to escape with them. The reason for this was that he had used cement, until he is able to install the fake wall in place. But in fact the wall is anchored firmly. This made it take some time to try to demolish it. But there was not enough time for others to wait for us. That is why this man was able to tell this story and the plan that they set so that they could finally escape from this prison. The FBI clarified that the three were unable to escape from the water. They were not found on land, which means that they were drowned in these waters. This is what made them face a very difficult fate. But there are some rumors that say these men are still alive in Brazil. Do you think Frank Morita really managed to escape? They tell us about it in the comments. Second, in the year 2000 in Russia, the prisoner of Shkhyratino managed to escape from prison after he was caught in the robbery. This young man is 25 years old and has been dubbed by the Russian media name the Serpentine Man, where this man can escape from the small hole through which they pass the food. He was unable to get out of clothes, so he pulled them out and out of this hole naked. Then he was able to put on clothes and slouch, as if nothing had happened. Third, on one occasion Chiratoni managed to obtain the title of the man whom no dungeon could hold, as this Japanese man managed to escape from a large number of prisons. More than you can imagine. In the olden days, escaping from a Japanese dungeon was very easy. No one suffers from it. But since the mid-70s of the last century, the number of escapes made by criminals in Japan decreased. He was arrested on charges of robbery and murder and placed in Aomori prison. But he managed to loosen the handcuffs. Then he managed to escape until he was arrested again and put back in Akita prison, but every night he got out of the cell and tried to dismantle the air vent. And one night he ran away from her. And he got his freedom again. That is why he was transferred to Abashiri prison. It is a prison similar to Alcatraz prison so that they can count the criminals in it. But in fact, this prison did not prevent him either. Where salty drink was thrown on the doors, which made it rust and weaken from the salt. During the Second World War, on the 25th of August of the year 1940, he managed to escape and exit through the narrow hole that the guards were using to give him food. Then again, Sabar prison, where 6 guards guarded and was under tight surveillance for 24 hours. But despite this, he managed to escape as well. And at the end of the video, we'll tell you how he managed this thing. Fourth, yoga is one of the most beneficial exercises in a person's life. But how can someone benefit from these exercises to escape from prison? 50-year-old Shoigabo, who is skilled in yoga, escaped from prison after he was arrested on a robbery charge. He was placed in a prison in South Korea and was able, using an exercises, yoga to slide from this narrow place, which was used to provide him with the necessary food for him. He took advantage of the time when he realized that the guards were sleeping and decided to flee from this place. Won so much that he finally managed to escape from this place. They stayed for about 6 days until the police managed to arrest him again. He was put in prison again. Fifth, this man and they called him Alcatraz. He is said to be the fiercest and most dangerous criminal known to Mexico, who holds the position of presidency and is known as an organization for drug smuggling, money laundering and the commission of organized crime. It was established in the late 1980s. Alcatraz is located in the city of Culiacan, a state. The police arrested him, and they thought they were able to attack him. He was known to shower frequently in the cell. This enabled him to dig a tunnel 33 feet long during this period. On the 11th of July of the year 2015, the guards heard that the shower was continuous for a long time, which made them go in to check it. At that time, they noticed this deep tunnel that he was able to dig. They found the motorbike he used to flee to his shelter. And the cool thing is that this was not his first attempt to escape from prison. Whereas, in the year 2001 he was able to give a large amount of money from several guards, which made him able to obtain their help. Indeed, he managed to escape from the box designated for transporting clothes to be broadcast with the help of this man, who even in the year 2000 underwent a cosmetic operation on himself so that he could escape from the police. He could not know it. But now he was arrested again. And he was put in prison again. And now I will tell you how Shiratori managed to escape from this prison. Highly guarded. In fact, the guards committed 2 mistakes. First, they did not try to discover if he was able to escape from the airway or not. The second, they said it was necessary for us to put handcuffs between his hands. That is why he was able to use some tools in digging so that he could easily escape from prison. Thank you for watching the video. And don't forget to like it and subscribe to the channel.